Hey guys, this is Airsoft 15 videos. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a review of my ASG CZ75 CO2 Blowback Airsoft pistol. Now before we get to the review, I'd just like to say I have a bunch of other guns, as you guys can see around me. This is why I'm so crowded in here, that I will be reviewing. Got a TM High Cycle P90, VFC 416, G&G MP5 A4 Elite, whatever, it's like the $200 something one. I have another CO2 blowback pistol, which is the P99 DAO, and a KWA ATP, and then also already on my channel, before this, I have a review of the Aftermath Steerog A2, review of the TSD Tokyo Marui clone Spaz style shotgun, and a review of the Tokyo Marui 1911 Night Warrior. So if you guys like to go check those guns out on my channel, by all means do so. They're there for you guys to look at. Anyways, let's get on into the review. First off, before we get into the review, before we really get in depth of the review, I'm just going to say this gun's also just so beaten up, because this is my first gas blowback pistol. Actually, it's my first gas pistol in general. And it still works, and it's really beaten up. One of my friends kind of, not really, broke off the front sight on the gun. Luckily the back sight's still on. And then this just fell off the back piece, the grip. So this gun's a lot less comfortable to hold now. And this is like the compact P07 Duty, which I'm sure you guys can figure out where that's from, what that's referencing. 07 Duty. This gun's in it. Call of Duty Black Ops. Yeah, so that's kind of stupid, I thought. But you guys can get like the longer barrel. I don't even think they sell this anymore. But I bought this off of Evike for $90, I believe. So it was pretty cheap. Well, it was actually pretty expensive as CO2 pistols go. But yeah, this gun is just, I love this gun. It has a lot of special, I don't know, just has a special place for me because of the fact that it is my first gas pistol and blowback pistol, because I just started off with the blowback, and this gun's just awesome. Just awesome. Going over the gun, you have metal right here. Your slide's metal, but your lower frame here is plastic, and obviously your grips are going to be plastic. Your mag is metal, but this little bottom part is plastic, and it has fallen off, but I super glued it. You load the CO2 on the back. This is not one where the CO2 loads in the mag, which means this gun is automatically more reliable. The CO2 is going to feed or like load in better. Personally, I like the CO2 in the gun better. Actually, I like it better even than green gas. I feel it's more reliable. It'll work better, or it'll just work easier. You don't have to have any issues with losing gas because it's in your gun, feeding directly into your gun. So yeah, but anyways, I'll back into that. Your hammer, metal. Your trigger is metal. Your safety and slide lock are both plastic, and this slide lock here is fake to make it look ambidextrous. This one is the one that works. You do have a working slide lock. It does lock your slide back. And then you have rails here that are metal, actually. So that's nice. They did make this little area right here metal for the rails. So that's good. And then to put into your CO2, you just unscrew this, and then put your CO2 in, pop your CO2 in, and then just screw it up. For a second, a bunch of CO2 will come out, so you have to like twist it really fast, or it will come out. Also, another thing I should note, there's that little hole, and you put a BB in that, and it drops down, so this mag is really stupid to load, and it is a single stack, but it holds like 20 BBs because the mag's so long. Yeah. So, also, this gun isn't actually supposed to be modeled after a real CZ, in case you guys are wondering. It's not what a real CZ looks like. This is just like some weird compact thing. They took parts of the CZ and then they just made it more compact. This is not as thin as a real CZ, which is something I don't like as much because I like thin guns. My favorite type of gun is a pistol is a 1911, so I like thinner pistols. This is kind of fat. It reminds me a bit of a Glock. If you guys look at it, it will look less like a Glock with the grip on the back, but it's kind of squarish. But there is CZ parts like CZ sights, hammer, trigger, stuff like that. So since it's by ASG, it does have some trades on it. The trades are kind of really retarded, in my opinion, because it says duty, CZ75 PO7, which is, I don't even know. It has like ASG written everywhere on this gun. It says Cal 6mm BB, which is retarded. And then it has a serial number on it. So that's pretty cool. It's right in here. There's a serial number. You guys can't really see it, and you won't be able to see it even if I show it up close. And then right here, this is the best trade it has. It says made in Czech Republic. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if they actually mean this pistol, like the literal, this airsoft pistol, or if they were just saying, you know, the CZ, because that is a Czechoslovakian gun. Or it's Czech Republic now, I guess, whatever. Back when this was made, it was Czechoslovakia, part of the Soviet Union. So, let's get into like some pros and cons. This gun can kind of be a little awkward to put in holsters because it's fat and short. So, some holsters it will not fit. If you have a really thin holster for like a 1911 or an M9 maybe, might not fit in it, especially if that holster's tight because it's fat and short and kind of odd shaped. So yeah, another downfall, this is not really a huge downfall, but I don't like that the slide lock and the safety are plastic. I find that to be a little bit of a downfall. Another downfall, the mag is retarded to load. You have to put each individual BB in. You can kind of pass with a speed loader by holding your thumb like that, or not thumb, or just finger or thumb, and then taking the speed loader and loading in the BBs so it hits your thumb and then falls into the gun. So yeah, that's kind of a downfall of just having to load it like that. Another downfall are just the retarded trades that ASG did. I don't like them at all. I think they're stupid. And to me it looks like there's like 3 different serial numbers at different places on this gun. So I don't even know. That's kind of stupid also. Another kind of downfall is it's not very accurate really. It's not at like over... This is a very close... This is meant for getting up a little bit closer. It doesn't have very much range. It does have more range than this. I'd say it has maybe 75 feet most. I'd say that's like max. So the range and accuracy aren't great. But getting into the... I mean, the range is pretty good. It consistently hits in the same spot. So that's kind of a pro. But like the con is just... It's kind of can be all over the place if you're using .2s. But some pros of the gun now. First off, gas efficiency. The gas efficiency thing on this gun is ridiculous. You can get 7 mags out of this gun. I've done it before. Actually, I do it consistently. Don't know why this gun is so gas efficient. You also get, what happens is if you put CO2 in it, so you have CO2 in it, you leave a canister that's like half full or completely full into the gun, and you just leave it. I did that, left it in for a month, came back to this gun, was screwing around, shot it, just shoots perfectly fine, blows back, everything worked. So that was pretty cool. This is not something I mentioned earlier. This is kind of in the middle. Either way you look at it, it can be a pro and a con. The gun's not double action. The hammer has to be back to be able to be shot. It's stupid because you don't have to rack the slide to be able to shoot. You just have to pull the hammer back. I mean, I guess that makes sense too. But yeah. So another pro is the FPS. I actually have never chronoed this before, but it says 400 FPS. I could believe that. This is a pretty powerful gun. It's loud, so it'll scare the crap out of people. It's loud and has a high FPS, and the blowback is really good on it. So has a good fear factor to it. And, I mean, I can believe that it's 400 FPS because it's a CO2 pistol. And then another pro with that FPS is that I said the accuracy is not very good with .2s. We can put .23, .25 BBs into it. I just run .23s because I run .23s in everything, pretty much. But, you can put .25s, and I can believe this gun will be pretty accurate. So, yeah. Another kind of pro is that it is compact. I kind of said that it's a weird kind of downfall I said earlier, but either way you look at it, it could be a pro or con. Depending on how big your hands are. I mean, my hands aren't huge, but that's fine. So, yeah, if you're looking for a compact pistol, it's pretty good, pretty cool. So, another pro I would say is that the metal slide. That's another good pro. And lastly, it's just the cost of the gun is great because it's only 90 bucks or whatever off of Evike. So that's a pretty good thing because it's cheap and it's a good gun. And then also it's very cheap since it runs on CO2. I've heard people complain about how expensive CO2 is. I mean, really? You get like a pack of like 20 for $5 or whatever. Actually, no, you get more for like $5 or whatever. I know you get like for $3 you get a pack of 12. So I mean, it's cheap. You can go get it at Dick's. So it's pretty easy to run. And then another pro, this is just with every CO2 pistol, is because again it uses CO2. You can use it in colder climate. I live in a colder climate, so in the winter, if I'm playing outdoors, I can't use my green gas pistols. So I'll use this instead. So that's a good up if you don't want an AEP, but you live in a cold area and need a gun that'll work in the cold. CO2 pistol. And then you don't really need to maintain this gun as much as a green gas pistol because it's CO2. I've found at least you don't have to maintain it as much, but it will break a little quicker even if you do maintain it just because of the fact it's CO2 and that breaks your piston quicker. So yeah. Now I'm just going to fire it because I did put in CO2 industry so you guys can see it. I'm inside so I'm not going to fire it a lot. The CO2 stinks really badly. That's kind of a down to it. I said I wasn't going to fire it a lot, did I? Didn't I? Because I'm like in a little cramped kind of corner. So this is not good. But I mean, and then after a while, after it runs out, because I just shot like 30 or 40 rounds, you'll occasionally have to cock it back. Sometimes it does that weird thing where the slide sticks back. I don't know if it did that. There, it did that. So you guys saw it shoot a lot. I'll probably have a shooting test of this gun up if you guys want to see that. And I didn't go over this. The hop-up unit is right here. There's a little hole for an Allen key, and it comes with a tiny Allen key for it. So yeah, it did it again. There it did. It like stayed back here and came forward, and the slide lock caught it. And here, let's see. You can power stroke it. I said that in another video. It sounds really weird. Yeah, overall, I like this gun a lot. Even though the accuracy isn't that great, it has a great fear factor. It works in cold weather. It's just, this gun could take a lot of abuse, and still work. It's a very durable gun. You can mount something on the front. Sights are really good, actually. They're white outlined. You guys can actually see that from this distance. If you're looking for a compact pistol that's cheap in CO2 and has a good fear factor, this is definitely a pistol for you. So, yeah. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.